Hi there! In this product update, we will cover improved SVG support, new data grid options, drag-to-add associations in Studio, and some fancy delighters. And of course, you will find out who the Maker of the Month is for December. Let's get started.
Last year, we added support for SVG images in web apps. With this release, we've also added SVG support for native mobile apps, including SVG icons that can be used in buttons and the bottom navigation. These can be colored and configured just like regular icons. Since many icon providers also provide their icons in SVG, this allows you to use any icon you want. For example, you could create your own image collection with all of Font Awesome icons.
The theme customizer in Mendix Studio makes it easy to change the look of your app. We've now made it even easier and faster to see the effects of these changes before saving them. We added a page view that allows you to preview the styling changes on any page from your app. Flip between all the pages to see the effects, whether in phone, tablet or desktop view. Adjust the theme where required, then save your changes and off you go.
In Mendix Studio, we have enhanced the editing experience of Data Grid. When you select an entity as the data source of your data grid and the entity has more attributes than would reasonably fit as columns on the screen, we now provide you a selection dialog which allows you to pick columns that you want and reorder them on the fly. Moreover, you can now show aggregated values below numeric columns. For example, when you want to show the total sum of all values in a budget column.
We've simplified adding associations between entities in the domain model editor. Simply use the mouse to create associations visually. Grab one of the two black dots when hovering over an entity and draw a line to another entity. When you drag the association line over the empty canvas and wait for a few seconds, a new entity will be created.
Full control and flexibility are indispensable when it comes to managing your company's App Store content. With the just released flexible user groups, we've increased both. Here's how it works. If you're a company admin, you can create user groups for your company in the My App Store section. You can create as many user groups as you need to organize and control access to your App Store content. For each user group, you can add members of your company to them, so only they can modify the content in the group. You can also mark members as group admins, so that they can manage the group's configuration as well. If you want to share your private App Store content with select people outside your company, you can add them as guests to the group. Last, any content assigned to the group can only be modified by members of the group. For private content, you can also choose if you don't want them accessible to the guests in the group. With these flexible user groups, we give you more control over who can modify critical company content, both public and private.
When you mark an App Store component as favorite, you are automatically subscribed to receive notifications when there is a new version published for that component. You can always unsubscribe from these notifications via your favorites page on App Store. The favorites page can be reached from the favorites link in your My App Store dashboard or by clicking on Change whether you receive these emails link in the email notification. With this feature, you can now get notified of the new versions of the App Store components that you use in your projects when they are published. This will help you update to the latest and greatest sooner.
And now, since we're talking about App Store delighters, it's time to announce the winner of the Maker of the Month giveaway. The person with the most votes is Menno the House. Menno was nominated for creating great content in the App Store and also by supporting it through version upgrades and community feedback. Great work, Menno. This t-shirt is coming your way. Now, do you know someone who earns the title of Maker of the Month and also happens to like t-shirts? Let us know in the comments. The nomination with most upvotes wins the t-shirt. Don't forget to like this video if you find it useful and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you for watching and see you at the next release.